When they do those raids, they always come up with illicit goods that are not supposed to be in there. We are still trying to figure out how does Thabo Bester get out of prison and he'll end up in a foreign country. This is a typical example of how bad the system is within the correctional service. We've got a lot of examples on how crime is organized behind bars, how people get killed by people that are behind bars, that get released to go out and murder someone and come back into a correctional facility. So what we cited as an example when we made our presentation is that Ye is one of the big fives, Mr. Matlala, is arrested and is detained at the maximum prison of our country in Pretoria, Kosimapur, but is caught with a cell phone inside that facility. So that cell phone for sure was not dropped from the sky to get into the courtyard for him to get it. It was facilitated by someone within the correctional facility to have access to it. So we cited that one example, but we're not going to elaborate more of the other people that have had access to that correctional facility to come and see these arrested people and been assisted by the officials within. Some other items that have been given to these people that are arrested of the Big Five, facilitated by individuals within correctional facilities. So that's why I said I'm not going to go deeper into naming the names, who is doing what and who's doing what, because that is part of the criminal investigation that you're busy with. I just highlighted some of the examples in there. But as I was talking about this investigation, I was confining myself in Gauteng, but it's a problem across the country. South Africans will tell you that across the board, you have that problem. As the human rights allow for people that are in custody to have visiting rights, amongst others, the same human rights then allows illegal activities to happen, because then there's exchange of monies and the likes that are happening, while people are supposed to be taken away from society. Okay, we are in the field of crime fighting as the South African Police Service, so we understand how the criminals operate. One of the things that we know for a fact as a police that the criminals employ, that everyone has a price. If you cannot bribe an arresting officer in blue uniform on the street, then definitely must bribe the detectives who carries a docket. If you're not successful in bribing, use the word presiding officers. There are presiding officers in our court processes who are either paid or they are threatened not to give the certain judgments, or they are politically inclined to take certain judgments. Some of them are sitting on the television and you watch and you say, well, this is it's a first of its kind. But the judgment goes out. You disagree with it, but what can you do? It comes from one presiding officer and then it becomes law. Okay. No, I'm inquiry. It is not exact words I used when I was in a meeting. When the media is asking me the questions about this meeting, what was the purpose? And then I explained that the purpose of the meeting was to create peace. So when I add and I say definitely there cannot be any peace between a policeman and a criminal, it's a statement I'm making on the 6th of July. Not a statement I made in a meeting with the minister. In the meeting with the minister, the National Commission was present as a witness. The question was, Minister, why did you call me? And the minister explained himself the reason why. Then I asked him, but what is the problem between me and Spear that made you to let me travel from KZN coming here? And he said he thought there's issues, and Spear also started thinking that there were issues. And I proved to the minister, but Spear was with me on the 27th of January in Durban. I took him on the boat, like many other people that I was entertaining, hosting them, and when they visiting KZN, I was engaging with him. Yes, there was a time where I was not talking to him, By that time went past, and I've unblocked him on the phone, and we started talking afterwards. Because I blocked him at one stage after the AKA incident. I don't want to get into that. Again, he wanted me to go and brief the minister about operational matters. He wanted the team to travel from Durban to go to Pretoria to go brief the minister at the time about the investigation on AKA. And I said, no, we don't account to the minister, to the politician about police operations. So I won't do that. The minister came down fighting hard with me on that one. And I took the punch, but I said, we're not going to do that. Because it's a criminal investigation. What is of an interest to you? That's why we had a fight. I decided to block him there. And because of his way to say to me at the time, I may have seen I'm giving an instruction because he's a deputy national commissioner. I'm talking about a person, I'll refer to him as a baby because he just became a lieutenant general. He still does not know how it feels to keep those rank on his shoulders. But he was able to tell me that I'm his junior. They're having so many years in this rank. So I took offense on that, I blocked him. So there was a time where I was not talking to him. You'll come to the province, I won't give you vehicles today. You'll get lift from other people coming in. Until such time that eventually he was acting. There's another thing. The National Commission appointed him acting as the National Commission when he was out of the country. And now I had to account to this person, who then says is my senior. That's why we started seeing the real division. Because he gets fired and the police that's supposed to protect him, the former deputy president in the country. Honorable Chair and members, the safety of my family is a responsibility of police officers around the country. I said in the public before that I've got family members in majority of these provinces of South Africa. And to guarantee their safety, it's up to the men and women in blue out there to provide security. I don't have money, Honorable Chair and members, to hire bodyguards for my family members. It's impossible. I cannot do that. So their safety can only be guaranteed by men and women in blue that are out there that's supposed to protect everyone else. So I might believe that their safety is equal to the safety of every citizen. Their vulnerability in terms of crime applies to the rest of the citizens of this country. So they are not different to anyone else. There's no special provisions for them, and I cannot guarantee whether they are safe or not safe. They are immediate family members to me. They are extended family members on me, and then there are other people that we became close to over time that are all over. So I cannot give a 100% guarantee about their safety. It is what I'm trying to fight for, that the South African Police Service must be allowed to make sure that we protect the citizens, including my family members.